Oh, Jesus. I'm hyped about Mario Kart World. April 17th. Nice. Mario Kart World, I think, is mixing some abilities like from Forza. I think I don't play Forza personally. I've seen a bit of gameplay of it. The amount of cosmetics I was kind of slavering over. Hopefully they're not things you buy with real money. Hopefully. Nintendo, please. Don't make me a default, Daniel.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
A lot of people were
Both
talking
the
about
left
that.
and right Joy-Con 2 support
Everyone was
mouse
curious what the
control.
C button was. We got the answer. Trying to catch
By
up on
adjusting
everything
the
I was
audio
thinking.
balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in
I'm not an
handheld and
audiophile.
tabletop modes.
You might be able to tell.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
I'm not sure how effective that will be, but
Even if you
we'll
don't
see.
have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
I'm not an audiophile, so I can't really say. Audiophile, I think, is the term for people who are really into the audio
Place your
nitpicks.
Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand.
That
You
is
can move it
something
freely, like this.
I will enjoy, because the best stand I have so far is just this.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
It doesn't really work. It falls very
It's
easily.
handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your
Nice.
game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K
It's about
resolution for compatible
the
games.
same. I don't remember LAN being there.
HDR is also
no.
supported in TV mode.
1080 is perfectly fine for me. Maybe 1440 if I'm real fancy. But I mean, everyone else
The
freaks
Nintendo
out about
Switch 2 dock has a
not
built-in
having
fan that keeps
17,000
your system
different
cool.
pixels to
This
work
helps
with.
keep
So,
performance stable.
you know, it's just me. My mic closer.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and
Compatible.
digital games are supported.
Nice. They didn't get rid of physical. That's something a lot of people are iffy about, myself included. Because it's red. I was looking at my camera.
As you just saw,
There we go.
Nintendo Switch 2 isn't
Adjust.
simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
Everything's
We
working.
redesigned the system
Yes.
from the ground up and packed in lots
Still
of new
recording.
gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr.
What is this here?
Kawamoto!
Hello.
I am unaware of
My
who it
current
is.
location is actually inside the game itself.
I thought you were going to
This
say,
is
is
Nintendo
actually the
Switch 2
void.
Welcome Tour, exclusive
This
to
is,
Nintendo Switch 2.
This is probably like a developer experiment to like really
I'm
see what the
standing over
technology
here.
can do.
Okay, everyone, join me inside the game. There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?"
Are they making a game that's
The
literally
Joy-Con
just
2 controllers
You know
attached to
what?
the system with magnets.
that actually?
And those magnets are
It's
inside
pretty
the
cool.
system.
This is a game company.
The SL and SR buttons
And,
on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal,
Nothing like making a game
so that's how they attach to
for
the
your
system.
game console to really show
A
how the
magnetic
game
circuit is
console
formed between them,
works.
so they won't easily detach.
I approve, Nintendo. That's a
Through
cool
examining
move.
signs
Very
like
cool.
these, you can
Nice.
discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo
Makes me
Switch
feel
2.
like there is still some
Another
charm
example,
to be had in video
the
games.
Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls.
And
And when
not just
combined with the
AAA companies
gyroscopes, you
thinking
can even do something like
exclusively
this.
about Oh, it's
You can adjust the position of the
1780p.
golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the
4,000.
Joy-Con 2.
16,000 pixels.
By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like
We
this
need
are possible.
The most
There are
meta
secrets
stories.
to discover, even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos.
Secrets?
Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital
Don't
game
scare
on
me.
the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
There's digital-only
Now,
games.
I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2.
Probably gonna offer that as a cheaper option.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards.
It's a tiny thing.
They're a different type of SD card and will make
Hopefully
high-speed
there isn't
data
some
transfers
frickin'
possible.
Madman hacker that like saw my blurry
Please note, their
copy.
regular micro SD cards used
And-
for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
regular.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature,
I will be doing that.
you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
And more.
We're also releasing a new Pro Controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Probably good. Probably.
In addition, an audio jack has been added.
Yeah,
We've
I kind of
introduced
have
a
that
few
already.
new features,
Except
and
it's not
after today's
Nintendo branded.
presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
And I have an unhealthy obsession
Nintendo
with just
Switch
looking
2
at myself.
launches on June 5th. We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
June? Wait, what? Hang on.
Now, broadly
It's
speaking,
like April 17th.
on
January,
Nintendo
February,
Switch
April,
2,
May,
you can play
June.
3 types of games.
3?
The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Okay.
These games take
Nintendo
advantage
Switch
of the
1 games,
performance
probably.
and features of Switch 2. The second
And
type
Microsoft
is
games.
compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved
People were
visuals,
talking
unique
about
ways to
that.
play on Switch 2,
People
and more.
were wondering about that.
Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Are you going to do that with Smash Ultimate? Because people were also thinking about, like...
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
A lot of people... this is already talked about the mouse
audio
controls.
recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a
wasn't looking.
camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes.
Sometimes I just don't expect things.
First up
And they
is
jar
Mario
me.
Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's
Essentially
faces
just
as you play,
replaces
so you
the
can
profiles
experience
with,
all the reactions and
versus-
emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online.
Nothing quite like a smiling person. It's they're
Up next
barreling
is
towards you.
Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2. Hit blocks to collect the most coins.
What's the
Ride an
camera
RC car
registration?
with your voice. Go! And compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a
Alright,
ride
I like
on
that.
the mouse-controlled carnival coaster.
I like that Goomba balancing
With your safety bar
one.
lowered and secured,
That looks
you're
silly.
off. Use mouse controls to shoot
I
down
see this
enemies while you
plant is
feel
being
the bumps
used
and
to have
rumbles of the coaster.
less cartoony voices. Which, fine, fair
When you
enough.
enter
There's
a
only so
pipe,
much
a mini game will
creativity you can really.
There's a bouldering game where two
I
players
don't know.
each control an arm, and one where you
I'm
shake a can of spray
spouting
paint
nonsense.
and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on
reminds me of,
Nintendo
like,
Switch
Super
2
Mario World
July
3D.
24th.
Plus Bowser's Fury.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition
Upgrade.
plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Which is that like going to be $10?
Please look
Because I
forward
think I
to
was
a new
hearing
Mario
people
Party
talk
experience,
stuff about that.
where you can see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2
Okay,
Edition games.
so we got a new game. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, probably, yes.
Nintendo
I
Switch
actually
2 editions
have
of
those
The Legend of
games. I
Zelda
haven't
Breath of the
played
Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and
Frame rates, which was a bug
and
people
also
were
support
having.
HDR, which makes the image
More
more
vibrant
vibrant,
colors.
so you can play
Fair
with
enough.
smoother, higher definition graphics.
Fair enough.
Plus, you can get even more out of your
be
adventures in
pretty neat
Hyrule
to-
using Zelda Notes.
To hold off on playing the game until I can
This
get an
new
upgrade
feature
pack.
can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
And smart doors.
It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the
just
Switch 2 editions of
parroting
these titles.
Oh,
For
you have
example,
mobile connect.
It can help guide you to various locations, like shrines
Use
and
your
Koroks you haven't
phone
found yet.
Guidance
as
activating.
a map.
Proceed north.
Turn left.
Or you can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
Sending you the blueprints for World War II tank.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
I have that.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive
Start.
to the Nintendo Switch 2
Whoa.
edition, along with improved graphics and frame
Whoa.
rates.
I haven't played this game yet. I have
This
it
story
though.
takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
Crystal. Welcome to the Elden Ring DLC.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
I'm a bit disappointed that Night Rain wasn't DLC like I was thinking of,
Metroid Prime
but
4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
that's a bit funny. Just like it's funny that you're using telekinesis to open doors, but
In addition to
you know,
standard controls,
gotta
you
have
can
puzzled
use mouse
somehow, I
controls
guess.
for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
I haven't actually played a Prime.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in
Played
4K
2D
at 60
Metroids.
frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in Full HD at 120 frames per second. Choose from these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle. Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later
A
this
lot of
year,
people were thinking
will not only
this would
receive
be.
a Nintendo Switch
I guess
version,
it's just-
but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition
minute.
as well. By
Those
taking advantage of the power
Dip
of Switch
humans
2, you can enjoy your adventure
having
in Lumiose
aerial
City with
mobility.
enhanced resolution and frame rates. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo
Any
Switch version
other
of the game,
Switch
you can play the
exclusive
Nintendo
games.
Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack. We hope you're looking forward
Maybe.
to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
I'm hungry.
Please take a look.
Brand new game, he said. Mouse controllers? Is this another IP-less, like, demonstration, experimentation for the game? Yeah. This is immediately giving me the vibes of ARMS. Except there's less drag and drive. They have really large hands. And that's something I kind of like, honestly. Just absolute meatloafs. Yeah, this is really game developers experimenting, seeing what they can do with the technology, which I appreciate. I don't know if these games would be necessarily for me. That's a pretty sick dunk. I don't think they can do that in real life. Nice. See if you can dunk yourself in there.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
That looks
Next,
kind of fun.
here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
From your partners coming. Alden!
I've long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But this game has a vice grip on my soul. I thought that was Patches for a second, or Lap. That is reminiscent of Lucatil.
I have no doubt you will become.
This is a trailer. It's not the most spoiler. Level Up Girl. 2025 Tarnished Edition. What does that mean?
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2
Hades
is
the
coming
second.
to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends
Does that have
of the
anything to do
earth,
with Hades anymore?
getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's
I
the
never
kind of
played this
You
game,
can quickly pick up and play
but
whether you're experienced,
it does look
original or not.
like a
Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
pretty... Mac is
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイト
What?
ルは
Street Fighter 6.
ストリートファイター6です。本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん、任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。ソフトは通常版の他に総勢
Add you and
26
you
キャラク
won't.
ターを収録した Years 1-2 ファイターズエディションの2バ
Add
ージ
Makoto, you
ョン。さ
won't.
らにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine.
Anime greedy man.
Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we
Armored
will
Core?
finally be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome! This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas, has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
All children bring hope to our lives, don't they?
Dog.
Hey, this is Joseph Fares from Hazelight. I'm super
Fiction.
excited for Split
Oh, I
Fiction
saw
to
that.
come to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories and it's up to you and
Basically,
a friend
one
to help
is
them break free.
future fantasy,
Let me
the
tell you
other
this,
is
if you like It Takes Two,
early
you're gonna love
fantasy.
this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play split fiction on the day Switch
Or
2
sci-fi
launches.
and
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the grid.
Sport games really don't do it for me.
We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be
I'd
coming to
rather
Nintendo
just
Switch
play the
2.
sports.
Madden NFL will also be arriving
Then
on
again,
the Nintendo platform. EA
I'm
Sports.
terrible at
It's in the
handling a
game.
football.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We are
Hogwarts
bringing
Legacy?
Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch
Griffin
2
was so
give you even
bad.
more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same
Jump
day
into the
as
painting.
Switch 2.
Mario does it.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on? Son of a...
Son of a... Son of a... It's not that far off just to say son of a, like, for the release almost. It's still, like, almost more therapeutic to say SpongeBob. I can't keep
Hello,
track.
this is Christian
of anything.
Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are
Agent
bringing
47.
our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding
Keep in
game
mind
will
that
release on the
waters
same
that
day
hippos
as Switch
reside
2.
in are filthy with their
Plus,
own excrement.
We are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
I'd welcome death by that point. Bullet. Duh. .007. Something 007. Something Agent 007. Yeah, James Bond. Is this a remaster of GoldenEye? Project Dose.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Squeenix.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered
Bravely
in high definition. Featuring the Bravely Default commands that help you control the flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with
More
upgraded
games.
features and enhancements. And all new minigames. with
Is
unique
that
ways to
where this
play.
theme comes from?
Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely
I've heard it in a
Default
couple
Fire
videos.
Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once
Luxembourg.
more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。
Okay, Yakuza.
我々がお送りするタイトルは
Yakuza.
龍が如く
Sorry,
ゼロ
Smash Bros. has really
ディレクター
confused
ズ
me.
カットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る
I'm sorry if I'm not really reacting
伝説
like
の
crazy
始まり
to a
を
bunch of
追加
these
シーンと
games.
ともにお楽しみください。
There's only so
発売日は任天堂
many.
スイッチ
I've seen that
の発
scene
売
before.
と
There's
同
only
じ
so many games that
今後のシリーズ展開にも
anyone can dedicate themselves to.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
What IP are you using? KT? I don't know. That's a studio. AAA game studio. AAAs are typically very bad. That's a new Legend of Zelda game.
When the Zonai, who descended from
Yes,
the heavens,
immediately.
joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface, their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in
Ganondorf
time,
was based.
a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil.
So you get to
One
play
that
of
future
the
generations
princess.
would call the imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back
You
in
get
time.
to play of the princess. Fair enough. You have a bit of a theme, a recent theme going on.
Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Senor Dragon Man has a bit of a... Oh. This is Hyrule Warriors. If people want to, go ahead. Yeah, it's Hyrule Warriors. Probably just a DLC / upgrade thing. Hey, Hyrule Warriors. Age of Imprisonment. Coming this winter. I'm not looking forward to winter. It's cold.
That was Hyrule Warriors.
We're just coming out of winter, man. Don't remind
It's being
me.
developed by Koei Tecmo Games.
And again, I'm not
Support
going
from
to look
Nintendo.
forward to summer because my brain is going to melt as
We
my
hope you're
skin
looking
is on
forward to the
fire.
untold story of the imprisoning war,
Why can't the seasons
which
be
took
good
place
anymore?
in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack,
Get over.
you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001.
Ah!
Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game
Just
that looks
seeing
like a
GameCube
cartoon
was
come
enough
to
to
life
inspire
in cell shading.
nostalgia.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton.
Do you have
Link
XD?
sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The
Do
Legend
you have
Zelda,
Gale of Darkness?
The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world.
I think
A
that
tale
was
of
a game.
souls and swords
Soul Calibur.
eternally retold.
Wait,
In
is
this
that the one that
3D
you can
weapons-based
absolutely
fighting
customize the
game, each
crap
fighter
out of
comes
your
equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world
F-Zero.
of white knuckle racing at speeds over
White knuck- what
2,000
does that
kilometers
term
per
mean?
hour. 30 machines.
I guess like
will put
gripping
it
so
all
hard
on
the
line
blood is
in
out of your knuckles.
death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine
could search it up.
customization and story mode, get ready to experience.
I actually saw the story of this. This
F-Zero
is
GX.
strange.
In games that support
Funky.
multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking. More titles will be added in the future. Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2
My
exclusive
nostalgia
game library coming to
is
Nintendo
going
Switch
to give me a
Online Plus
heart
expansion
attack
pack
in
launches
my
the same
older
day as the
years.
hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the
It's not the
original
most.
GameCube controller
Let's be honest.
will
It's
also
not
be released.
entirely the most
It
like
can connect wirelessly and also has
insane
a C button to quickly access game
the
chat.
chat thing. It's not. It's
The
not the most
Nintendo
like
GameCube controller, exclusively available for
absolutely
Nintendo Switch Online
world-breaking
members, will
things.
also be available
These are
the
really
same
cool
day
things.
as Nintendo
It's not the
Switch
most
2.
world-breaking things, but I'm still having a heart
Whether
attack.
you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
More games. What? 2 new chapters? What the heck is wrong with you? You did. We spent so long waiting for chapter 3, and then you just go. What the? I am so glad I have a Nintendo Switch capture card. Surely that'll work. Right? Nintendo?
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Borderlands 4.
Our upcoming flagship Borderlands game will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made.
Ambition
Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025.
needs to be watched carefully, Mr. Developer.
There's more from 2K on the way.
Too much.
Hi, I'm Dennis
You'll
Scherf from Firaxis
overextend.
Games.
Too little, and you'll
We're
under
releasing a
promise,
Nintendo
under
Switch 2
deliver.
edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players will enjoy
Developers
a more intuitive gameplay experience.
Must be
Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2.
handled
And
with
if you
care.
already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
2K.
Hi,
I
I'm
don't
Lionel Jenkins.
know if
and
there's
I'm
any
Ben
game
Bishop.
that I'm interested in.
Our
for
final
2K.
announcement for today is that WWE 2K
Oh,
is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I knew I remember
Plus NBA
seeing
2K as
2K
well.
somewhere.
We
2K
can't
is
wait to see you in the ring.
like typically these
and on the
sports
court.
games, which is not a focus for me.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went,
Okay.
armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation. Boom! Terrible at steering.
Boom! They're
Let's
dead
lay
now.
some tricks. Awesome! You nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker.
What's going on?
Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
Tastes amazing.
Really have started to master this survival thing. Next stop. Ha! Nicely
Thing's
done.
frozen.
Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time for home.
I don't know if this is
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
Here's the
All
first
right.
look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
Enter the Gungeon 2.
Dodge
Oh.
careless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel.
I don't know how many
Now
roguelikes
reloaded
I can
and
really get
the
into
other
anymore.
side.
They're really massive
You can
games.
expect some fan favorite elements to return.
I mean, they're very
Still working on
replayable,
the game.
which is
We're
probably
all
something you
excited
should look
to share
for in a
more with you
game.
in the future.
But, like, if Binding of Isaac is anything to go off of, that takes a while. You really have to use your imagination for this. Well, am I insane? They're trying to figure things out, I think. Yeah, they're having issues. Whoops. Someone's getting killed. This isn't just music. Properly overlaid. Oh no. I should have taken it as a warning when their
My name is
audio
Adam
was...
Badowski from CD Projekt Red.
Oh
We
no,
are
oh
delighted
no.
to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an
Oh,
open
Cyberpunk.
world
Oh, hey, my
action-adventure
camera's
RPG set
lagging
in
as
Rise.
well. Hey.
Thanks to Nintendo Switch
I'm with
2,
you guys.
you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or
Oh,
on the
dear.
go.
Oh,
Get
dear.
ready to meet
Am I
unforgettable
insane?
characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk
Yeah, no, I'm not insane. I went back throughout the live stream.
こんにちは。
Cool, they have Cyberpunk. That's exciting for certain people.
任天堂スイッチ2で
Final Fantasy VII,
の
probably.
リメイクインターグレードを
発売いたし
Yeah,
ます。
Final Fantasy VII.
本
Okay,
作
that's
は
pretty neat.
ミッドガル脱出までを描いた3部作シリーズの
Hey, we're
傑作に
finally seeing the visuals. The Enter
20
the
年以上の
Gungeon.
時を経て再創作された
Oh, 3D.
新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひご期待ください。
They fixed it. Like crap. Someone is going to be killed for that. Probably, if I had to guess. $2025? That's exciting for Hollow Knight fans. I played Hollow Knight, it was a very good game. I didn't beat it, but I did basically get to just before the final boss. Then I got distracted, then I never came back to it. What is that, Monster Hunter? Witchbrook. Puyo. Stivers. We have a new plushie for you to buy. New cash cow. I thought that's an Unga Bunga's ambition. Fast fusion. Same day as Switch. Shadow Labyrinth. I don't know what a lot of these games are. A lot of anime games. Very popular. That's, Little Nightmares. I know that thing. Fortnite. Arcade Arc. Anchovies. Layton. I know that's a cult classic. I haven't personally indulged. Human Fall Flat 2! I practically have all the achievements in that game. I didn't know there was a second one. Or maybe I was on the Steam news page.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Which means it's big.
Please take a look.
What is it? It's a big game. It's the last one. You save the best for last. That's the common rule. Corpse. This is the game. I don't know what this is. Resident Evil? Silent Hill? It's making me think of horror.
I give you my blood.
Vampire
I
game?
give you my life. Turn
Blood?
a wheel
No. Wouldn't be Bloodborne.
and transport him
Bloodborne?
of moonlight
On the Nintendo Switch? No. I mean,
to humanity's very dusk.
I don't think it's Bloodborne. I don't know what this game is, though. That'd be insane if Blood... No! 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 Oh my fucking... Okay, well, I guess I don't get to freaking enjoy Bloodborne 1, but Bloodborne 2? Oh no, what are you doing to me? Yeah. The Soulsborne series is literally my favorite series. Is that Loki with a katana? Kind of looked like Marvel's Loki with a katana. Sekiro? Bloodborne? What is this? I don't know. What is this? It's from that I know those assets. I've seen them. This is Bloodborne. This is Bloodborne 2. This is Bloodborne 2. Yeah! Yeah! Moonlight Greatsword, where are you? Vampire? Bloodborne but vampire? Bloodborne but you're vampire? Oh, that's an ugly monster. I want to kill it. I can't wait to kill it and see how many blood echoes I get. Summoning? Are you finally adapting seamless gameplay?
Contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able.
That like a
carrier of blood.
It's Bloodborne, but vampires. Is that a T-Rex? T-Rex, but has proportional limbs. Yes. Yes, I didn't get to play Bloodborne 1. I didn't get to.
Tears will flow for one.
Average Dark Souls build. The Duskbloods. Bloodborne, but vampire, and it's not called Bloodborne. Ratbird. Ratbird. I like Ratbird. Ratbird, look at me, weird. 2026.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game, so please check it out when it's available.
Damn it!
That's all from our publishing and development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation.
Why? Why? You starved me.
In addition to what you saw today, our partners
I don't get Demon Souls, I don't get Bloodborne. But I
we'll
get
showcase
Dust
more
Blood.
games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Next, please take a look at this.
You can't. How do you top me? How do you top this? Light. What are you doing? Stop. Stop scaring me. Kirby? I see star. That's a warp star. That is this petrified warp star. This is a Kirby game. Yep. It has the shame shine. It is Kirby. Yes, Kirby. We have Kirby now. Petrified warp star. What does it do? What does it mean? I don't know. You already did Kirby in the Forgotten Land DLC, essentially. Just smack that stupid star! Uh-oh. Air Ride. It's Air Ride, isn't it? This is Air Ride. That's another cult classic. Yes, it's Air Ride remastered. Nice. Sorry, I'm happy this is happening, but like, man, FromSoft really, oh my goodness. I only hope that it's as good as I'm envisioning. I love From Software games. Nintendo Sora.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago,
goodbye.
is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today.
Fair enough.
Please take a look.
Enjoy your child. The symbolism of purity. Last game for the day. What is this? I see eyes, and that has me concerned. I didn't think it was happening, but there's one thing that could top it. There is one thing that could top From Software, and that is my most recent obsession. I don't know what Ingot Isle is. I don't know if that's supposed to be anything I know. Crack. Donkey Kong. Oh. You know what? This looks neat. I really wish they didn't change him much. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of, Is it even freaking crystallized? Or is this like Donkey Kong's ancestor? Oh dear God, what are you doing? Donkey Kong but Minecraft? What the hell? This is making me slip my tongue. What the heck is this? Oh my God, so many particles. What the heck? What's wrong with you? I really wish they didn't change the Donkey Kong, the way Donkey Kong looks into this weird cartoony way, but it's not the worst downgrade in my opinion. What is this? What is this? And more importantly, does it have a Banjo-Kazooie reference? I'm sorry, is Sephiroth in this world? Donkey Kong, get it? I like this. Mario Odyssey, but Donkey Kong, they also have that lady. I don't know who it is, but I know that the internet is going bananas. Gonna freak out about it. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay,
That
July.
was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring
I'm
Donkey
looking forward to it.
called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With
You know
incredible
what?
strength,
I'm looking for.
smash through
I
enemies,
called
walls,
that Nintendo Switch
ground,
was going to be something good, and there is a lot of charm. We don't
details will be
have
shared in the
new
future.
3D
We hope
Mario
you're looking forward
right
to it.
now,
Thank
but
you
we
for
do
watching
have
so far.
replacements from other IPs. And the only thing I'm hoping for is they show Star Fox some respect.
To recap, Nintendo
Switch 2
launches
has been
on
shown
June
it like there is a lot
Finally,
to
here are the
love
hardware
in this
options that will be
single
available at launch.
first.
We'll
thing.
release
That's a box.
Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
I'll be getting that.
For more
I
details,
want Mario Kart World, I
please
want
check the
Bonanza,
official Nintendo
I
Switch
want
2
Bloodborne
website,
2.
which goes live later today.
Blood soaked. I'm
We've
blood
covered
soaked.
a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have
When
to
I
wait
saw
just a
googly
bit
eyes on
longer for
inanimate
launch.
objects, I was like,
We're very
Joe.
much looking forward to everyone
No.
being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
No, they wouldn't do that.
We appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
No, Banjo's too busy being in purgatory. And also on my shelf. If I could... There we are. Maybe I'll get the new Mario Party. I can get an upgrade pack for the Kirby and I'll like that. Prime is the most iffy I have of the things I've displayed interest in. Prime, I'm the most iffy because, well, not only I've played Metroid games before. I got Metroid Dread. It was pretty good. I like Metroid Dread, but I wasn't sure what to think about the Prime trilogy. And now we have Prime 4. And the Prime trilogy is like a cult classic within the cult classic that is the Metroid series. But you know. The thing I want to know is, will they pay respects to Senor Star Fox? Will he get a game? Because he's the Smash veteran, and all Smash veterans deserve respect. Ness is a complicated situation. Ness has only ever been in one game. Same with Lucas. I mean, no one really cares about Nintendo, the protagonist of the first Mother/Earthbound game, because Nintendo is essentially proto-NES. But with what I've heard from exactly like the Earthbound and Mother series, there isn't entirely room for a sequel for Earthbound and whatnot. You could definitely take the bones of Earthbound with like the turn-based strategy, the psychedelic backgrounds. Not sure how you do that in a 3D space, because it's very hard for any AAA company to really look back on a 3D thing, or look back on going back to 2D, because 3D is all the rage. But you could take like the bones and whatnot of Earthbound and change it into a new IP if you wanted to. You could definitely do that. But going back to Earthbound / Mother is it's hard, especially with I believe it's a theory that essentially the last game leads into the first game, and then the first game leads into the second game leads to the last game. It's like a loop, from what I understand. I could be wrong. I'm not the absolute hypest, most insane person for the Earthbound series. It's just, Smash veterans definitely do deserve respect. If they've been from 64 to Ultimate, they deserve respect. But I'm not sure how he would necessarily do that with NES. And F-Zero is kind of been relatively rendered obsolete with Mario Kart. Mario Kart World exists. Kirby Air Ride exists. I mean, how many racing games could you possibly have? Yes, but going back, Star Fox definitely could have a bit more respect. I mean, like, I sort of was thinking to myself, like, how would one do a Star Fox game? Here's one thing I realized, and it has to do with Samus, Captain Falcon, and Star Fox. Or Metroid, F-Zero, and Star Fox. Metroid, you can get a really in-depth exploration of alien planets. That's basically what the theme of their games are to begin with. Exploring alien planets and getting stuff, and you pretty much have a fail-safe excuse, which is the Chozo have been freaking everywhere. So there's power-ups for Samus to acquire when she trips and gets amnesia, or physical amnesia, because she tripped on a rock. Fair enough, so you don't start off like blatantly overpowered, but it's like it really is hard to like come up with a reason why you're a character who is blatantly broken by the end of the last game, and then you're not broken anymore. Let's see. F-Zero could be like a tour of space cities. And then Star Fox could be like a general tour of space and planets. But with F-Zero being in competition with Mario Kart, you probably would have more wiggle room for Star Fox to delve into more F-Zero's territory, which is like city exploration or space exploration. That's one thing in Metroid you don't get at all. Like, it takes place in space, but you're not soaring through the cosmos. You're not wielding a ship and like shooting down other enemy ships. Samus has a spaceship, but it's always like entrance and exit. That is what the spaceship is. You enter in camera. You enter into a world, and then you explore that planet, that alien planet. Then, when the alien planet typically is going to blow up, you you get on your ship and you get out of Dodge. With F-Zero, you're speeding through cities, and it's like futuristic cities. So there's also like aliens and aliens basically. So you can get a lot of character designs that way. But when it comes to a racing game, you're really stuck to the track. With Star Fox, it has experimented out of the on-rail sections. It's experimented with adventure games. There's probably some moderation you could manage with Star Fox. Like, I'm gonna admit, I haven't really played a Star Fox game. I don't really have nostalgia for it, but I do have love for Smash Bros, and that makes me want to respect the veterans. I just realized I'm calling for veteran support, veteran like benefits The Smash characters. I like that direct. I'm looking forward to a good chunk. I like the idea of the upgrade packs, and I have a couple games that I can benefit from those. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I wish for Switch 2 to be a prosperous era. And I'm hopeful for whatever Smash news is going to happen. I know it's a bit strange of me to have hopes about the Banjo-Kazooie, but, you know, we fans have to look everywhere. And I've only recently become indoctrinated into this cult. So, you know, young ambition. I am looking for... I don't remember what it's... Blood-Soaked? I just keep calling it Blood-Soaked. I'll just call it Bloodborne 2. I am looking forward to that a lot. Because a lot from what I've seen of FromSoft is gold. And they've probably got a while before they milk this formula dry of Soulsborne, essentially. So far, they have Demon Souls, with the modern formula anyways. Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. They have Bloodborne. They have Elden Ring. Maybe Sekiro? I guess if Demons... Maybe Demon Souls. Sekiro feels a bit... Okay, I'm going to count Sekiro as not one of them. So they've got 6 entries in Soulsborne. The reason why I'm not counting Sekiro as a Soulsborne game is because it's got an entirely different feel to Elden Ring or to modern Soulsborne. In Soulsborne, you're essentially waiting for the enemy to attack and then dodge that attack and then abuse that opening to attack. With Sekiro, you get up in the enemy's face and you essentially parry the ever-loving crap out of the enemy. You essentially ultra instinct them to death. And then once they lose posture, you stab a katana in their throat. And then a centipede comes out of their face. But anyways, yeah, that's why I'm considering Sekiro different. It was very cinematic. There was some HUD-less gameplay, I'm pretty sure, in maybe even free gameplay in Bloodborne 2. I can't keep calling it Blood-Soaked. I don't actually remember what it's called, but I'm looking forward to that. This is a pretty grand opening. I'm looking forward to that Mario Kart game. April 17th, I believe, is when it was said to come out. I believe. I'll be getting a bunch of physical copies because I really want to, own games. And I'll only buy the digital copy of games that I'm slavering over. That might be Bloodborne 2. that gets a digital copy as well as a physical copy. Just to really show my support. And I'm going to be editing my reaction. It won't be too hard of an edit. I do want to leave my thing relatively unfiltered, but I am literally almost done my next video. And then I have to do this. Because I've got to be timely. Well, whatever. I should get into the grind of it anyways. Keep getting distracted by replaying Dark Souls for the 17th time. Why do I say 17 so much? It's just such a big unnecessary number. I like it. Anyways, thanks for watching my reaction to this. I don't watch reaction videos. I don't know why you do, but I appreciate that you're here helping the algorithm find me. Hint, I'm lost in a well. Someone picked me up and threw me in there. But yeah, thank you very much. Look forward to actual content that I'll be producing. I've got unique ideas. I've got Elden Ring coming this century. It's almost done. I even did a revision because a lot of it was relatively... I didn't put as much editing as I could to making it a pleasurable experience, but not so over the top like a number of other videos. I try to be satisfied with my videos when watching it back. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Here's to a prosperous Switch 2 era. And hopefully, at some point, even if it's not on Switch 2, Banjo-Kazooie can make a return. Please, I'm begging you. I should not have gone into the game because it is retroactively, surgically implanted nostalgia into me. I saw the Banjo reveal trailer before. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I mean, I know of Banjo, but I've never actually played it. I don't really get it. And I play the game, and now I'm a cultist. So, yeah. I need help. Have a good one.